How is the year 2024 going to be for you? We are going to use scientific astrology to find out the answers. And I'm going to be doing it on the basis of your ascendant. If you're going to be doing it on the basis of the sun sign changes every month, so it's a little vague. You can also do it on the basis of moon sign, but moon sign changes every 2.5 days. It is still vague. But if you're going to do it on the basis of your ascending zodiac sign, now ascendant is that specific zodiac sign. It was that zodiac sign which was rising on the horizon when you're born. Okay, and that is your ascendant. You need to find that ascendant, and that ascendant is that particular hour when you're born, and it is more specific. Okay, so we're going to use ascendant to do that. So how will you know your ascendant? Very simple. Go to greenstonlobo.com. There you will see something called as free horoscope. Okay, go there, fill in your birth details. You need to have your time of birth for that. So fill in your birth details, and then the chart will be generated. Once the horoscope is generated, you will see something called as planetary details. On the left hand side, on the right hand side, there is the image of the chart. Under that, you will have to see something mentioned as ascendant. Against the ascendant, you will see a zodiac sign, and that is your ascendant, and that is the ascendant for which you need to listen to your prediction for the year 2024. Okay, if your ascendant is Aries, then you are seeing the right video. So, what is scientific astrology? Scientific astrology means I use more bodies. Like in Indian astrology, we use only 5 planets. Okay, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Rahu and Ketu, there is nothing called as Rahu, Ketu. There is Sun and Moon are only luminaries, they are stars. So they say 9 planets, Navagraha, but it's actually only 5 planets. But in scientific astrology, we use 12 planets for 12 zodiac signs. Besides, in scientific astrology, we also believe that nothing can be altered. Doing some tantra, mantra, yantra, wearing stones, doing some puja, all of these things will not change, will not eliminate, will not alter your life. Whatever is supposed to happen in your life will happen. And what we can know is we can know what is going to happen and be prepared for it. Maximize whatever you can and manage those troubles. That is what we do in scientific astrology. So let's get started. So Aries ascendant. Now, how I'm going to let you know is first of all, we'll see what are those various challenges that you're going to see. All Aries ascendant people, you'll be seeing some common challenges. I'm going to talk about those. Okay. After that, I'm going to be talking about some planets which are positively placed. Now, that depends on the placement of the planet in your birth chart. So, we're going to talk about you individually in your horoscope, how the planet is placed, and on that basis, we are going to be talking the predictions. So, let's start with the challenges for the Aries ascendant people in the year 2024. Okay. So, when I'm looking at 2024, you have the planet Z is weak in your 4th house. It is your 5th lord weak in the 4th house. So, if you are a person who has, is married and has a child, okay, then it is the 4th lord is weak in the 5th lord is weak in the 4th house. 5th house means children, 4th house means children. So, there can be some challenges associated with children. That's a possibility. Okay, and 4th house is also the house of the mother or the family or the home. So, there can be some irritants and challenges in your home, at your birthplace. There can be some sort of a renovation or something that is happening in your home which can keep you bothered. Okay, so that is about the one planet that is planet Z. We are also looking at the planet Y weak in the 9th house. Your 6th lord is weak in the 9th house. 6th house means domestic challenges which can be there. At the same time, there can also be 9th house issues. What are the 9th house issues? 9th house can mean legal issues. If at all, if you're a person who is involved into business or doing any activity which can bring in any kind of a legal trouble, then yeah, probably they could be. But very importantly, it is for people who travel. So there can be some issues connected with travels. There can be issues connected with a foreign country, some international work which can be a trouble. And if you're a student, and 9th house is all about learning and higher education, so you can have some challenges connected with higher education. Your visas can be delayed. You want to go to a foreign country, you're not able to do that. You have to get some good marks, but you're not able to get those grades. So those kind of challenges can be there. And finally, we're also looking at Saturn weak in the 11th house. 10th lord is weak in the 11th. 10th house is career. 11th house means results. So you're putting in a lot of efforts, but then the results are not coming in. So that could be another trouble which all Aries ascendant people would be seeing. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the planets which are positively placed. Okay. Now this again depends on is it positive or not in your birth chart, in your individual birth chart. So I'm going to talk about these three bodies: Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Okay. How do you know these planets are positive or not? Okay, when you look into your horoscope, this image of the chart that you will see them mentioned as UR, NE and PL. Okay, Pluto is PL. So if Uranus is going to be in red font means it is Uranus, Neptune or Pluto. If either of the three planets are going to be in a red font, not the red circle or a red square, I'm talking about the red font. If the font is in red, that means the planet is weak in your chart. If the planet is in green, it means the planet is positive in your chart. So all positive manifestations, whatever I'm going to talk about, they will apply if the planets are positive in your horoscope, and if the planet is in red font, then all the challenges will apply. Okay. So let's start with Uranus. Uranus is your 11th lord, which is placed in the first house. First house means personality and 11th house means business results. So when the 11th lord is in the first house, then if you are a business person, then you can be getting very good business results. What it means is that your money flow will be good, your liquidity is going to be fine, you're going to be getting more profits. If you're a person who is involved into anything to do with sales, business development, if you're responsible for anything to do with the top line or a bottom line, then you're going to do well. Okay. Now, unfortunately, the opposite can be true if your Uranus is weak. Okay. So if Uranus is weak, then you may be putting in a lot of efforts. Your Saturn is also weak, Uranus is weak, so the results may not come, especially the financial aspect of the results may not be good. Okay, you're putting in a lot of efforts, money is not coming in, liquidity is not good, so that's a challenge. Talking about Neptune, Neptune is there in the 12th house. Okay, now 12th house means what? 12th house means foreign countries, 12th house is international, 12th house is legs, 12th house means even spirituality. So if your Neptune is powerful in the chart, and depending upon your life stage and what you're doing in life, if you have anything to do with foreign countries, again, your Neptune, I'm presuming, is in green color, then in that case, you're going to do very well connected with that foreign country. Some import-export orders can come up. You want to go to a foreign country, it can be good. Okay, now that's a tricky thing. We said that the 9th house, you have a trouble. So which means that you may get a visa issue, you may have problems connected with the visa, but if you have a Neptune strong, eventually you will go. Okay, that's an interesting dichotomy, isn't it? Okay. But then if you also have a Neptune weak in the 12th house and your planet Y is also weak in the 9th, that means you will find it extremely difficult to go and you may not go at all. Okay, something to do with the foreign country may not materialize. And finally, I'm talking about the Pluto. Pluto is your 8th lord, which is exalted in your 10th house. 10th house is the house of career, and 8th house means finance, numbers, data, technology. So if you're a person into any of these activities, you're going to do really well. If your Pluto is powerful, you would have started doing very well since the last 2-3 years. It will only push further and you're going to continue to do well. Okay. And if you're a person who has a Pluto weak in the chart in the 10th house of career, then it can mean that since the last 2-3 years, since COVID stuck, your career would have been undergoing a lot of challenges, changes, a lot of metamorphosis, but it's all a negative metamorphosis and it must be giving you a lot of trouble, a lot of pain factor. The workplace has changed and it is giving you a lot of trouble. The trouble will only continue. If you have multiple planets weak, like if you also have a Uranus weak and a Pluto weak, that means you're not able to grow as a person. At the same time, your career planet is also weak. So that means you're stuck in career, stuck in position, not able to grow. So yes, it's all about the multiple planets. It's an interplay of planets. Each planet will do its own job, and depending upon the arrangement of planets in your own chart, there will be individual results which will come to you. Okay, I presume you have understood this. If you have not understood this, then revisit the video again and again, and probably these words will start making sense to you. Okay, if at all you are a person who doesn't believe in astrology, now this is the time to test astrology. You listen to the prediction, now wait till the entire year passes by and you will be surprised by the end of the year. Okay, so thank you so much people for watching this video, and if at all you are not subscribed to this video, please do consider subscribing, because it's not about just the plain predictions about how the year is going to be. Oh, it's not plain, it's a very important prediction. But still, we're going to be doing a lot of interesting predictions. This year is going to be very interesting. We'll have a lot of sports events, political events, a lot of those things. I'm going to talk about all of them. And if you are subscribed, then you will get the notification and you can see the videos as soon as it's released. See you soon.